I'm feeling like maybe you have been discarded. Like this is kind of like a narcissistic discard. And that whoever is has hurt you is somebody that kind of gets pleasure out of watching you suffer, sadistic pleasure, some kind of like destiny swap type of situation. You know what I mean? Like they enjoy watching your torment. Like they drove you so crazy that they left and now you look like the crazy one, and it looks like, you know what I mean, like they totally swapped what actually happened on the external, or at least in your mind. That's how it seems. Pushed you over the edge and called you crazy, and you know, like, oh, you were so crazy that I had to leave. Yeah, this is ooh, you know, you got to feel that though. So, you know, hey, I get it. Ace of Wands, you just have to, I know it sounds like so repetitive, like you have to trust the universe. This is the time, you know, whatever it is, it's like, come to God, come to Goddess. If Jesus is your guy, come to witchcraft, whatever, Gaia, like whatever, insert whatever word feels right to you. And you need to have trust, just like ultimate trust. And there might be like this is where like I'm talking about breaking curses. It's like there's a ramping up of fear in your mind that wants you to pay attention to it. Just keep sending it love, the type of love that I talked about in the last reading, or in the last part. Totally accepting, being a big container for fertility, container, pregnancy. I'm not talking about actual pregnancy. But fertility of your psyche, of like your soul, like your soul's garden. You know what I mean? Send all of that shit love that neutralizes it. Okay? It neutralizes it. It lets it go. It frees up your mental space. You're ready to hear this since you're here. You're ready to hear this, even though it's a difficult pill to swallow. It's easier said than done. I swear. I know. Just to say thank you for the lessons. Fuck you. Get out of my life. You don't have to like them. Okay? And you will find peace in that. You don't have to feel good for this person. You don't have to feel good about them or anything like that. Just start with acceptance. It lets them off the hook. You know what I mean? And you off the hook. It's a paradox. We are everything all at once. Like, unconditional love doesn't mean you have to feel good feelings about this person or people. It doesn't mean that. You can actively not like them, as I said, and keep them out of your life. It's like the paradox. Hold on. There's a lot coming through. The paradox is that we are everything and nothing with death, okay? We are everything all at once, and we also experience time as slivers or segments, all seamlessly blended together as like a story, as a movie. But we're always all here, all at once, right now at the same time, okay? And we have to have the definitions in order to hold ourselves together. So it's like these abusive parties or antagonistic or exploitative parties will rely on the paradox, the ambiguity, to justify what they do. So we have to do the shadow work and say sometimes things are wrong. We have to. Even knowing that morality is a human construct, we are humans, okay? And we have to, you know, it's not okay to abuse children. You know, we have to say things like that. I mean, okay, so the paradox is that is all happening. So atonement can't, as we acknowledge that you can't skip shadow work, atonement is like almost right, like instantly there. Atonement is also inevitable, okay? There are exploitative individuals out here, okay? They're shame-driven from avoiding their shame. And like I said, rely on moral ambiguity. So it's a tale as old as time. And there's a little bit of darkness in us too, in all of us. Okay, whoa. The Two of Swords at the bottom. Oh my gosh, Hierophant and Ten of Cups. So many things right now, and something else. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, hello. Hold on. The Atonement is when the unconditional love hits you. If you send them unconditional love, that is an infinitely more powerful like feedback loop than like fighting the fire. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying, like I said, you have to acknowledge the fire and kind of be like, take a stance against it. You don't have to like throw your dukes. Hey, get a punching bag. I have a punching bag. Get a punching bag. I'm hearing get a punching bag. Okay. But okay, what was I saying? You get a choice in your intentionality. You get a choice. There's a lot of nuance, but there at some point will be a stance that to you is oriented for good or not so good, and varying degrees of those two things, if that makes sense. So polarity and non-polarity do exist at once, and the way you hold these two perspectives together is through atonement, which is, I mean, to bring it back full circle, is curse breaking. I'm hearing that you should put up more circles in your house, or globes, like decorations. If you have a lot of rectangles in your house. I don't know why I heard that, but it just seems poignant. Okay, you are here because you're a clear, coherent channel. You have had a lot of shit happen to you, and by you discovering atonement in yourself, you should know that you have a lot of good things coming. Okay, like a lot of good things coming. And it's like, it's awesome that you didn't use the paradox to relieve yourself of responsibility or to hide behind it when you did something wrong or when you hurt somebody in the past.